For this delicious dessert tutorial, we are going to be making a dessert drawing of your choosing, anything you'd like, with a patterned background. A pattern is something that repeats over and over and over, like the zigzags I have or the dots. Here is another example of a different dessert with a patterned background. We will be using Sketches Pro to create our artwork. I will first start a new document by clicking on this little plus sign. Your dessert can be anything you want it to be. It doesn't matter what kind it is. It could be a cupcake, a cake, a pie, a donut. That's up to you. But we are going to start with the background first. The background is everything around and behind your main object. The tools to know are this pen tool. You'll want to use that when you're drawing. That will create solid lines. This stencil tool here with the A on it will be helpful if you want to fill any color. There's a fill bucket, and you can even choose your own patterns of fill. I like to stick with the solid fill. You can also choose shapes in here and put shapes in your artwork. Another tool that's useful is the eraser if you need to erase. There is the color changing down here. You can change any of your colors. Here are the sliders to make your pen bigger or smaller. And then there's the layer button up here where you will see different layers, which we will be using. We will have a background layer and then a layer for our dessert. All right, let's get started. First, I'm going to draw a ground line. That'll separate the table that my dessert is on from the wall or the background. So I'll choose my pen tool and I will draw a line across my paper. And this line can be angled if you want your table angled. It could be completely straight across. That is up to you. Now I need a pattern in my wall area and a pattern on my table. Okay, I have made my pattern. I have a polka dot kind of wall and a blue arch line table, and that is perfect for me. Now I'm going to go to my layers and add a new layer. This is going to be my dessert drawing layer. But since this background is kind of busy, I'm going to turn the eyeball off of this background. That way I just have my blank page. And now I can draw whatever dessert I want. Okay, I drew a cupcake and I filled in the color. So when I turn my layer back on here with the eyeball, I can see I have my patterned background, my table, and my cupcake in the front. I think my cupcake is a little too big, so I'm going to change that. If I click on the gear, I can transform my cupcake to be bigger, smaller, or move it around wherever I want it to be. Now my picture is all done. I have a patterned background and I have a delicious dessert in the front. When you create your artwork, it'll be completely different with your own patterns, own color, own dessert, and your own creativity. To save it, click on the three dots, click on the Share Out button, and save your image. When you go to your photos, you should be able to see it right here, and that's what you will be turning in.